Good afternoon. This is Dave with Windy Ridge Outdoors, here to do another video today. Going to do basic cleaning and maintenance on a spin cast reel. Again, thanks for joining in and to watch the video. If you are not a member, we encourage you to subscribe and tell your buddies about it. And again, today's video is just going to be general cleaning and maintenance of a spin cast reel. Just like anything else, you want your equipment working properly when you're out fishing. So this here is just a basic cheap Walmart brand, and I picked it for a specific reason, is because sometimes, and I've tightened this one up a little bit, but the rotator gets loose, and especially on the cheaper models, because they don't have a lock ring inside, and I'll show you that in a minute. But the basic cleaning is you can get a spray bottle of water and spray your reel, and I'm not going to do it right now, and then take a rag and wipe it down, and in the hard to get places I like to use a toothbrush, and then you can take a swab stick and swab into the tighter places. But I like to take it to the kitchen sink and turn on warm water, use the sprayer, spray it down, take some dishwashing soap and apply it to the toothbrush and clean it, and then again take your sprayer and spray it down. Use canned air, or if you have an air compressor, compressed air, and blow it off to dry it off, and then you're ready to service the reel. One of the first things I like to do is to service the handle part. They will either have a screw knob on this side that screws off, or else your handle will unscrew on the other side. So you unscrew this out, and there's a bearing in there that we're going to oil. And the basic tools that you need is a regular tip screwdriver and a Phillips, and I've got a small one and a big one here. And then this handle will slide out, and you can reach the bearing to oil it on either side here. They make regular, about every company, Luz, Abu Garcia, make a regular reel oil. I use a light machine oil, but the needle is a good feature because it will let you be more precise on just getting into where you want to oil. Just one drop. It don't take a huge amount, just one drop on there. And then before you put your handle in, I like to put a drop on it, and then you can slide the handle part back through, and you're ready to assemble the handle. I'm set up a little closer than normal, hopefully, so that you'll get a better view of what I'm doing. And then, like I say, you tighten it down tight, and then wherever there is a moving part like this right here, you can take and put a drop there, and then just spin it. And this one here has you can right there in between the knuckle on it, and then just work the reel. And then the next part, we are going to take the spool out and service it. Now when you take this off, you want to be careful when you're taking it off that when you pull it out, there is a washer between the spool and the gear that fits on the shaft in there, and you want to make sure that that washer doesn't stick, because sometimes it sticks inside the spool, but as you see, it stayed on there. And what I was telling you on the rotator getting loose, the better quality reels have a lock ring that goes around this nut, and when you tighten it down, you put the lock ring, and there's a hole for a screw that holds the lock ring on, and then it never hardly backs off. But sometimes when they don't come with that lock ring, the nut will get backed off a little bit and your rotator's really loose, and it's more annoying than anything else. But what you have to realize that this nut to tighten is counterclockwise. It doesn't tighten up it doesn't tighten up the regular way. It's counterclockwise to tighten it. So to what we want to oil in here is the shaft. So you want to reel it where the shaft is all the way out. And again, it doesn't take much, just a drop of oil on the shaft right there, and then reel it and work it to get it lubed up. And then you're ready to put the spool back on. And then this drag mechanism has it will only go on one way. It's cut oblong, and then you can tighten it up. And then after you get everything back together, you can tighten it to whatever you want your drag set to. So now you're ready to oil the bell. And as you can see, there's a gap here and a gap there that we're gonna oil. So you can either open it up like that, and then it just takes a drop in there, and a drop there, and then you can work it and close it to get that worked in. And then the next thing and the last thing that we're going to lube is this roller bearing on your bell where your line comes in and out on. Take the screw out, and again, be careful when you're disassembling this that you don't lose any parts. So just back that screw out, and then this will allow you to pull the bell out to get to the roller bearing. And as you can see, there's a gap right there for that bearing. Again, it just takes a drop of oil and just put a drop right in the gap right there, and then you're ready to assemble the bell back together. And when you're doing this, you can inspect that roller bearing to make sure that your line is not cutting a groove into it, or there's no debris in there that can cause to fray your line. If you notice that your line's getting frayed pretty regularly, you want to check the eyelets on your rod, and then this roller bearing here. This roller bearing here is fine. Again, if you fish a lot, you might have to do this, a couple times during the season even, but it will make your equipment last longer, make it work like it should. Again, just a few tips on keeping it clean, and just takes a little bit of time to go through and oil what needs oiled. Again, I'm just using regular machine oil, but it is a big help to have a needle, a sharp needle to apply it to where you want it to go. Most reel companies, you can pick it up at, I know a High River Outdoors would carry it, Walmart, or any of your local sporting goods, you can pick it up. Again, thanks for tuning in, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we encourage you to do so. And until next time, God bless you. Take your kids and grandkids fishing every opportunity again. Make some good memories with them. God bless you.